Okay, final card reveal for BlizzCon. I didn't do this yesterday because I was just really busy. I'm not gonna lie, and I thought it would be better to have a day talking about the cards because some of them are a little goofy. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, Reno Lone Ranger. This card is great. Before we get into the video, did you know that 92% of my viewers are not subscribed? That is absolutely crazy. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Okay, I'll get in there. Yeah, so this card is really, it's just gonna be a good card. Like, I'll say that now. It is so playable and wild, right? It is a neutral hero card, 8 mana, 5 armor, whatever. Battle Cry. If your deck has no duplicates, empty the enemy board and limit it to 1 minion for a turn. It's high noon. That's his flavor. Um, this is absurdly fucking broken, dude. Like, not only is it a 8 mana hero card, neutral Twisting Nether, it removes dormant minions and it removes untargetables. So if you have, say, the Juggernaut from the Pirate Warrior quest, that's gone. If you have the Portal from Sargeras, that's gone. If you have like Pelican Diver on the board, which is dormant, that's gone. This card is fucking absurd, dude. Like, this card is just going to get nerfed. Uh, it's just gonna happen because maybe I'm the only person that remembers this. But remember, like, what's the date today? The 4th. Remember, what's that? 4 would make it the 31st, 5. So 9 days ago, remember 9 days ago when Yogg got nerfed because Druid was abusing it too much in standard? Uh, and was the best class at abusing it. A neutral legendary board clear because the class doesn't have good board clears. I wonder if this card will get nerfed. An incredibly powerful one-sided board clear that also has a negative effect for your opponent afterwards because it makes it so they can only play 1 minion. I wonder if this card will get nerfed. You don't even have to think about the hero powers for this card. It's so broken. Like I'll go over the hero powers, don't get me wrong. This is the effectively started. Shoot this turn's magic bullet. Magic bullets are Arcane Bullet. Deal 2 damage, refresh 2 mana crystals. Deal 2 damage, gain 4 armor. Deal 2 damage, then deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. Deal 2 damage, give a random friendly minion +2/+2. Deal 2 damage, discover a spell. Deal 2 damage, summon a random 3-cost minion. And deal 2 damage, draw a card. The hero powers don't really make much of a difference. They're all good. Don't get me wrong. Every single one of them is pretty good. Obviously, this one is the best because it's 0 mana, deal 2 damage. But yeah, they're all pretty decent by all means. Sorry. So there's that. But yeah, this is a powerful powerful card. Let's just say that at least. Um, this is also a neutral hero card, of course, so you can play it in every class, but it doesn't make you the neutral class anymore, which is specifically because of Nature Bullet. So it doesn't really since it has its own Discover built in. They wanted you to have a neutral. Uh, I was actually gonna make a video about how they were killing Major Domo's interaction of making you a neutral hero when you turn to Ragnaros, but uh, overnight they basically said, okay, we might just not do that. So it seems like it would be kind of weird to do it. If you guys would like me to talk about that, just tell me below. I already have a lot to talk about when it comes to Major Domo being changed. But yeah, this card's great. See play in basically every single Highlander deck. I don't see any Highlander deck not running this card. It's just nuts. It is a worse hero card for the late game than a lot of hero cards we've had before, right? Like the hero power is worse than Tavish hero power. The hero power is worse than uh you get the picture. It's not the hero power is okay, but it's not better than a lot of other hero cards hero powers. But again, that doesn't make this card bad by any means. This card's really broken, so it's definitely going to see play in Wild. So this video is not just going to be the cards that got revealed. This is going to go over a lot of things that did happen at BlizzCon. One of the most important things is that we got catch-up packs. These are nuts. As you can see here, today we announced catch-up packs, game-changing packs. Each pack contains up to 50 cards. Okay? The way that it works is it checks your percentage of cards in your collection from the past 5 standard expansions, right? So if you have 100, if you have, actually the numbers are on here, let me find it. There it is. 25 or less of that set, you get 10 cards from that set. So if from the last 5 expansions you have 25 or less, and you open a catch-up pack, you will get 50 cards. If you have 75 or more, you'll get 1 card. So it's just a regular standard pack. And then if you have between 25 and 75, it scales with how many you have. And then it has regular rarity distribution. You can open 21s, yada yada, it doesn't matter. 1 legendary first 50 cards for each expansion. So, if you open, if you have none, you'll get like 5 legendaries in 1 pack. It's nuts. The thing is they're giving you like 20 of these for free with your pre-order bundle. I have never been one to shill for Blizzard and buying pre-order bundles. I mean, I do it. I buy them because I love this game. It's my favorite game of all time. So I do it. But I've never been one to explicitly tell other people to do it. But if you really are a Wild only player, you don't really care that much about standard expansions, but you still want, a lot of cards, this is the best pre-order bundle ever to buy. Ever. Because of these catch-up packs. Like, if your current standard collection isn't very good, you're just getting so much value from them. It's insane. Like, I don't have better words to describe just how good these catch-up packs are for Wild players specifically. I will probably be getting, on average, like maybe at most 10 cards, because I have the last, like, 3 expansions. I have 90-some% of the collection, because, I've been playing, I've been crafting, I've been fully getting a lot of the expansion cards, yada yada. Yeah, and it's just so good. I really recommend, if you haven't already, getting this bundle more. Like, if you're never gonna get another bundle again, that's whatever. But this is the one you should get because we know it has catch-up packs in them. So you're getting more packs than you ever have before. Sorry, I just wanted to talk about this because it's just important, And I think some people like hearing my opinion on things. If they didn't, why would they watch my videos? That's just my opinion. Oh, oops. That was weird. Anyway, let's get back into the card review. Here is the Mage Legendary that we didn't get in the Mage reveals. 6 mana, 6/5 Elemental. Mezzadoon the Fractured. Battlecry. Draw an Elemental, split it into 2 halves. So we know how this works. Say you get Ragnaros. You'll get 2 4-mana 4/4 Ragnaroses with the same text. It will still deal 8 damage at the end of the turn. Pretty good. If you get it on something like Baron Geddon, you'll get a 3-mana Baron Geddon and a 4-mana Baron Geddon. One will be a 3/4 and the other will be a 4/3. They are unevenly split, yes, but that's a good thing, right? Say like one Amalgam Band, you'll get a 3-mana 3/3 and a 4-mana 3/3. This card, I don't think this card sees any play in Wild. Don't get me wrong. The effect is pretty strong for Standard. It's just way too slow for Wild. Is kind of the issue. The only situation I ever see you playing this in is if it is just worth it to have 2 Neptulons. Getting 2 Neptulons is pretty nuts. Neptulon's not on here, is he? Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, getting 2 Neptulons is crazy because they become 5 mana. One's going to be a 3/4 and one's going to be a 4/3. And they both have Neptulon's text. Like, what? That's so good. That's the only situation it's going to be worth running, and you would run that maybe in a Reno deck. Something like that, because you're never just playing elementals with this. You're never playing this card in an elemental mage. But this card's probably unplayable in Wild, yeah, but that's the only real use case I can think for it. It's such a cool card. I'm not gonna lie. If this was maybe like 4 mana, it would be good. But at 4 mana, it would probably be too strong. Is probably what they're thinking. Anyway, yeah, card's probably not playable in Wild. Velarock Windblade. 3 mana. While this is in your hand, play 3 cards from other classes to reveal Velarock's true form. He's a 3/3 legendary, yada yada. He turns into Velarock, the Deceiver. 3 mana, 3/6. Charge. This attacks, discover, or after this attacks, discover a card from another class. It costs 3 less. So, I feel like if you're playing Thief Rogue, you want this card, but of course, Thief Rogue isn't very good. I will give this playable because you're going to probably run this in Thief Rogue decks. It is a payoff card for playing Thief cards. You get a really big body for 3 mana. It's charge, which is pretty good. You could genuinely run things like Cold Blood just for this card in Thief decks, and that probably wouldn't be terrible. And of course, it gives you another card from another class. So yeah, it does a lot for Thief decks. I think this card probably does see play in Thief decks, but of course, Thief decks, they're not very good 9 times out of 10, so it's kind of awkward to talk about them. But yeah, that's kind of it. So yeah, card is completely unplayable outside of Thief decks. Yada yada, whatever, whatever. I don't really have any more to say. Badlands Brawler. We finally did it, guys. We finally did it. Brawl on a stick. 7 mana, 4/4, Battle Cry. Start a brawl. If you've excavated twice, this always wins. This card's crazy good. It's like the Death Knight 8 mana legendary that it destroys all other minions and gives you corpses for it. Or not a legendary, sorry, it's an epic. But this is 1 mana cheaper. Yeah, this is great. And you know what? I said before, if the Excavate reward cards were good enough, the Warrior Excavate cards are pretty good. This is insane on its own. So you know what? I said these were probably good enough. So that's nice. Anyway, yeah, this card's definitely playable in Wild. You might the issue with the card currently is like even Warrior is kind of the best Warrior deck. So that's a little rough that it's odd, but I don't think that matters. I think you just play regular Odin Warrior after this card. Again, another Warrior Excavate card. 4 mana, 16/16, Elemental Beast. Flag Maw the Slumbering. Rush, Taunt, Dormant for 8 turns. Excavate to awaken 2 turns sooner. So every time you play an Excavate card, it goes down by 2. You drop this on 4, it's kind of, a 4 mana do nothing, right? Say on 5, you play Cobalt Miner and Reinforced Plating, it'll be at Excavate 4. Then if you play like Blast Charge and another Reinforced Plating, it'll be done on turn 6. So turn 6 is the earliest you're gonna get this ever. Yeah, this card's just good, right? Like, I think this is a reasonable enough reason to play Excavate Warrior. Warrior already has a lot of really good survival tools, especially because of that, like Reinforced Plating will give you, good rewards. So I don't think you're ever heartbroken to play this by any means. Yeah, this is just a good card. The Azurite Ox. So this is the payoff card for all the Excavate cards for Warrior. 4 mana, 5/5, Elemental Beast. Battle Cry. Discover 2 8-cost minions. Summon them. This is a very strong effect. This is like an absurd amount of stats. Do you guys remember Jandis Barov? 5 mana, 2/1. Yeah, summon 2 random 5-cost minions, and then it had like the downside of one of them dies in 1 hit. Yeah, this is so strong. 8-cost minions are on average really good. Obviously, there's some real stinkers like Hyreek, but again, on the flip side, there's some really good ones like Ragnaros or Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't think of it off the top of my head. You definitely. This card makes you want to play Excavate and Warrior. I'm. Yeah, I don't really got much more to say about it. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next expansion, probably. Yeah, peace.